Welcome to today's Explainer, where we are going to craft the next proactive, magical chapter in your own personal love story. If you've ever felt the ache of distance, or just the pure sting of silence from someone you care deeply about, you're absolutely in the right place. Today we're diving into a really fascinating manifestation ritual sourced directly from the Rose for Soul practice. It's a highly structured, deeply intentional method designed to draw a specific person back into your orbit using nothing but a torn piece of paper, a pen, your favorite perfume, and of course, the sheer power of your own energy.
So are you waiting for a particularly stubborn loved one to call? You know exactly the type. 3, maybe 4 months might have dragged by without a single call or text, and honestly, it can be agonizing. But instead of just sitting around passively waiting for a notification, this ritual gives us a concrete way to actively call forth the exact energy needed to get that communication flowing again.
Now, before we even think about grabbing a pen, we have to talk about your mindset. You absolutely must bring your faith, your belief, and a beautifully positive, hopeful energy to this practice. Why? Because we are working directly with the energy of the universe here. The source material constantly emphasizes that we are all fundamentally made of energy. If you go into this with doubt or negativity, you're just going to block that energetic flow. So anchor yourself in the hopeful expectation of a beautifully unfolding love story.
Let's get into it. Part 1, opening the energy of love, preparing your materials.
Grab a pen, preferably black so it stands out boldly, and a regular piece of paper. Now, here is where it gets specific. Carefully rip off all the straight machine-cut edges of the paper so it becomes roughly oval. And I mean rip. Don't use scissors here. You really want to use your hands to create an organic, torn edge all the way around the paper. And there's a brilliant reason why we tear the paper like this. It removes harsh boundaries and completely opens us up to the flow of love. The idea is that straight manufactured lines literally cut the energy. By ripping the edges into an organic shape, you're essentially removing those energetic blockages and inviting a completely free, unhindered connection between you and your loved one. Part 2, writing your love story, the mechanics of intention. Okay, spatial placement is incredibly crucial here. Write your first and last name in the top left corner. Then write your specific loved one's first and last name all the way down in the bottom right corner. By doing this, you are visually representing the current distance between the two of you across the space of the paper. It essentially sets the stage for the energy we are about to pull together. And remember, use first and last names for both of you to create a highly specific energetic target. Now, right in the very middle of the paper, bridging the gap between your names, write this exact phrase, "Daily dreams of me daily." And this is vital. Do not use any periods. Seriously, no punctuation at all. Punctuation acts as a full stop, and we need this energy to remain continuous, flowing, and completely unbroken. We are commanding a perpetual, endless cycle of thought. Next up, we're going to create a very specific grid. Draw a single horizontal line right through the phrase you just wrote. Then, you're going to draw exactly 5 vertical lines across the page. 2 of these will be on the far outside, framing the text. 1 will strike right down the middle of the phrase, and the other 2 will fill out the space in between. This grid pattern is specifically designed to trigger both daydreaming and sleep dreaming from your person, sparking that sudden urgency for them to reach out. To truly bind your own unique essence to this manifestation, spray the paper exactly 3 times with your favorite perfume or cologne. Think about it. Scent is so deeply, deeply tied to memory and emotion. By infusing this physical love story with your signature scent, you are ensuring that the energy reaching out to them is unmistakably yours. Part 3, the triangle of intention, sealing the bond. Now, carefully and tightly fold the paper up until it forms a 3-sided triangle to the absolute best of your ability. Keep folding it in on itself until it becomes a really compact, neat little geometric shape. It definitely doesn't have to be perfect, but the intention of making it as tight and triangular as possible is what really matters here. There is profound meaning behind this specific shape. It's not just some random fold. The 3 sides of the triangle directly represent the uniting of the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and deep emotional states. You are literally folding up a petition that targets all 3 pillars of your loved one's awareness, ensuring the connection is felt profoundly on every single level. Part 4, 3 nights under your pillow, the incubation period. Take that protected triangle and tuck it securely right in the middle, underneath your pillow, exactly where you lay your head to sleep every night. Your head will be resting directly over your intentions. This creates an intense physical proximity between your resting subconscious mind and the spell you've just cast upon the paper. You absolutely must leave it untouched in that exact spot for exactly 3 nights in a row. In magical and manifestation practices, this duration is often referred to as 3 moons or 3 rests. If you make your bed the next day, just gently make sure the paper is still there, but whatever you do, do not unfold it and do not actively handle it. Just let that energy build and incubate over those 72 hours. Part 5. Releasing to the Universe. The Final Morning. Follow these exact steps upon waking on that third morning. Grab the paper out from under your pillow. You are going to safely burn the triangle until it is completely turned to ash. Please use a fire-safe dish or do this over a sink, just to be completely safe. Once it is nothing but ash, gather it up, step outside your home, and scatter those ashes directly into the open air. Remember this absolute critical rule. Never, ever just throw the paper away in the trash. Burning it transforms the physical paper into a pure energetic state, and scattering the ashes outside releases your intention into the world. It literally allows your love story to merge with the Earth's powerful, boundless energy. This is exactly how the message travels from your bedroom out to wherever your stubborn loved one happens to be. And that brings us to our ultimate takeaway. This entire process relies entirely on the purity of your intent and the absolute steadfastness of your belief. If you decide to put pen to paper today, keep your intentions crystal clear and your heart wide open. Because honestly, if a simple torn paper and a drop of perfume can completely bridge the gap of silence, what other magic are you truly capable of creating in your life? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today, and until next time, keep manifesting.